Hello and welcome. You're watching AK Talks Morning Show. I'm AK. First topic in line here since it's so scheduled and I have so many cool things to share you. Is my job so funny already? This is hilarious. Wow, this is gay again. At work, this is the diary portion. At work, they are being mean to me, and I feel bad. So I cry alone in my room online. Look at this. Isn't this what men are supposed to do? A bunch of manly things to do is complain online. So I made a call at work. Nobody respected it, and then I got in trouble for it. And the call was not to do the repair because we don't have the right tools. Simple. That's the easiest way to put it. And they said, no, fix it. Even if we don't have the right tools, figure it out. And I was like, all right, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I know we don't have the right tools. And if you guys wanted to get it done properly, we'll send it over to somebody else to specialize and do it. But no, since no one wants to fucking listen, I'll try it out. And he said, go by the book. What does the book say you're supposed to do? The book says just to push it out with a finger. And that's not fucking possible because years of rust and compression and metal and whatever fucking thing you want to put in there, it's just not going to move it. It's a great deal of force. And guess what happened? We didn't put it on. No one could put it on because we didn't have the right tool. Did anyone apologize to me? Did anyone ever say like, "Oh, AK, remember when we said don't fucking do that and you're not that smart? Yeah, we were wrong and we actually did exactly what you said to do. But now, no, all right, this is I don't know, dude. This is fucking gay. I need a second person to make this a little bit easier. So yeah, did that shit. That was pretty recent. Only that's the only thing I bring up from the job. I did go to an interview today. It was for an asphalt company to be a mechanic there. I was gonna take the job because it's closer. It's like literally half the time of driving with no traffic. Half the time I could save, so I can save an hour out my life throughout the week. I mean, throughout the day. I went to the company. It was like a nice mid-sized shop. So they do small jobs and big jobs, but they don't usually have like a small group of people working with them. So it's like tight knit. It's really cool, honestly. But there is no way I could work for that company because he made it as simple as possible. He's like, well, we're going to give you more work. We're not going to pay you anymore. We're actually going to pay you less. And you're going to have a lot more responsibility, too. So you're going to say, yeah, no, yeah, no. And I was just trying to be polite. I was like, I am going to say, no, this is not a good idea. It's only because, like, there's only one mechanic there, and he's been working there for 13 years. And I was like, I have nowhere near the experience you have. If you expect me to do exactly what you can do, I will just say no, and you're gonna pay me less. Why the fuck would I take this opportunity? And it just kind of just pissed me off a lot. I was like, damn it, dude. I really wanted to show this job to my old job's face and tell them like, yeah, I'm going to bigger and better. Fuck you guys, but my job is actually a perfect place for me. It's really nice and easy, and it's a lot of support, great tools, and I have to do. It's actually the best job I can find, but it's just an hour away and then an hour and a half back home with traffic. That's the only issue. Other than that, it's a great fucking job. So I'm gonna keep that job still. I don't want to lie and say I've been working towards the mobile mechanic shit. It's more like I'm trying to find a great marketing scheme. I'm not trying to find work right now. I'm trying to find a great marketing scheme because like I can talk to as many people as I can, give out cards and shit, but I need like a great video of like to show the work I can do. Yeah, the idea I'm trying to go for is like I'll do a video where it says this customer, I charge this customer $300 and they decided not to pay, and I'll tell you what I did first and give you the reason at the end. And at the end, it's gonna be something silly like, oh, this is my friend, that's why I didn't charge him. But I still showed like the service and what tools I have and the quality of work I can produce and the area that I work in, and it's just a great marketing scheme that I'm trying to do. And I have a few people lined up already. It's just a couple more days until they get the part in because they ordered a part for their car. But if it works out perfectly, it'll be a great fucking scheme. I think it'd be a great fucking scheme. You know, give me a great way to bounce off my feet and then just do mobile mechanic work for a while until I do comedy full time and it overpowers the money. Because that's the only way I can see myself doing comedy full time is if I can be a mechanic mobile. I don't want to work as much as I can. I want to do minimal amount of work. I want to make money from ad revenue online, and just want to do simple services. I don't want to do a full fucking shop all over again. The goal is honestly, I want to specialize inside fabrication and specialize in engine work. Those are the two things I want to specialize in. I don't give a shit about transmission work. That's not fun. I think it's simple, but it's just not fun to do. But engine work is a lot more interesting because you can do a little bit more engineering in that. You can find ways to mix it up and do cool things with engines, and I think that's awesome. Plus, it's a cool thing to say that you know how to fix up an engine and upgrade it. Like the overall goal of all of this shit is just to have my own shop. Like if I could have my own shop, I think I would be a little bit more happier in everything I do because it'll be a reason for me to go outside and a reason for me to work because I have an enclosed space, which the weather and time doesn't really matter there. Instead of me working out in the front yard and it's just like people watching me and people always talking to me, it's like, oh, is it gonna fucking run this week? Like I don't know, bitch. Are you gonna die this week? Why you keep on asking me? Obviously not. Look at me. I'm sweating. I'm bleeding. Like, you think this is gonna work in an hour? No, it isn't. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, I love my neighbors though, but I just don't want to answer another fucking question about like, oh, how many? When is it gonna run? When is it gonna run? You did a good job painting the bitch, but when is it gonna run? Do you really just buy a $5,000 piece of shit? Are you just sinking more money? Like, yeah. Can you let a nigga breathe? Jesus Christ. Don't Charlie Kirk me or anything. Like, it's fucking annoying. First Charlie Kirk joke in 6 minutes after like almost 7 days after his death. I don't know when he died. Actually, I forgot. The 10th? After 5 days? After 6 days? Oh my god. Where does a genius end? Yeah, so that's the only goal right now. Legally, I have a business called Million Mile Mechanic. I do have a website too. Goody, goody, goody. And yeah, that's the only thing I can see myself getting out this fucking strut. Cause like, right now I just go to work and then get pissed at work because I hate what I do, and then come home and drink and just do comedy sometimes. That's what I do generally for the last couple, I think, years, not even weeks, years at this point. Just do a shitty job that I kind of hate and then do comedy sometimes. Am I growing as a person? No. Am I getting better at comedy? No, either. But I did like two open mics, I think, a Monday and a Saturday. And the Saturday one was fun because I had to try out my Charlie Kirk jokes. It really does suck. Like, whenever something major happens, comedians in the open mic scene, that's the only way, like, to beat the shit out of a horse. Like, everyone's gonna do the joke. You already know everyone's already gonna try to do the joke, and you just have to like do the best you can or find another take on it. Like a lot of people, I don't remember their jokes because I don't like listening to it. At the end of the day, it just gives me a headache, honestly. And they did jokes. I did jokes about the FBI about how like they're just mocking us every single time they ask for help and shit because they just want to pay the shooter. It was like that general idea, and then made fun of how they blame black people at the end of it. But now I have a Charlie Kirk joke and a National Guard joke. So I'm like, I'm basically a topical comedian. SNL wish they could hire me. The Daily whatever thing wish they can work with me. I just do topical shit. It's just on the ball, man. Just fucking sending it out, sending it back in. There's no longevity in my jokes. They happen right now and it's over. The Saturday mic was nice because like I kind of got into like a good back and forth, but it's not like I'm having a conversation with anybody. I'll just like give the general conversation for the whole room. Like when I brought up Charlie Kirk, I was like, all right, everyone already talked about Charlie Kirk, right? And like, yeah, and then one person didn't like it, and I was like, I have to do my joke. I have to do mine. Sorry, guys. And then it was just kind of like a friendly-ish banter, playful banter. I really want to get good at that. I don't want to just be like creepy and like autistically observant about comedy. I kind of want to be like relatable ish to the jokes to the people and show them like, oh yeah, I'm just fucking around. I'm not taking this shit too serious. Comedy, guys. Did I just explain comedy on a comedy podcast as a shitty comedian? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Do open mic, no luck. So no big time moves in open mic because I don't sign up and I don't take advantage about like opportunities that pop up here and there. I just get a little lazy, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what you should be doing ever if you want to be successful. But I am going to Austin soon. 2 weeks next Friday, the 26th. I'm gonna go on the 26th. I am excited for that fucking gay, shitty fucking town. I also wrote if I was full time, I think I would care more. I can't even commit writing down the shit. Like I think I would care more. I can't even say I would care more. I can't even lie to myself anymore. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let's see if it works in Austin. There is a lot of shit going on. That I'm not aware of, but at least online debates about how Austin's going, of how it's just like incelious. That's all it is. It's like the heart of incels. Or if you make fun of a tranny, it's like, oh, he's so fucking. I never would have thought about making fun of a train. Oh yeah, I didn't know tranny was objectively rude, or it was like a bad word to use. I thought tranny was like an adjective to describe a trans, but you can't say tranny now. That's interesting. I don't if I was trying to be mean or anything, I would say other words, but I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just trying to describe what I was thinking. But if you make fun of trainees inside Austin, like that's how you're funny, or you just like women aren't funny, that's how you be funny and shit. That butch bitch was talking about it. I don't know what her name is, but she did like a special and like Bill Burr co-signed it. Yeah, but she looks like a lesbian. That bitch, she was talking about it. And I mean that the most respectful way possible. I didn't mean to be rude or anything. That's just the easiest way to describe what am I thinking right now. Okay, so the goal is right now is just to do Kill Tony and do extremely well. So fucking magnificent of doing a dead hooker joke and the black clown joke where I squeeze my nose and say nigger. It's like high level comedy, just smacking you. All right, just smacking you. You can't even feel it anymore. It's just a sting. That's all it is. So I'm just gonna do those two jokes to like really solidify my career in comedy as one big joke. And yeah, hopefully that works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. A bunch of people sign up. I have no like expectations of like getting on. Actually, I just want to make friends in Austin. That's like the really big expectations. Like, make a friend that's worth talking to, like a nice friend, and not like oh yeah, I'm friends with you, so you're friends with me because we both have like leverage we want to use. Like, no, I actually want to find like a cool dude to hang out with. Like, he's genuinely a cool guy. Hopefully, I can find that guy or girl. I don't know, man. Really don't know nowadays. Maybe a girl might be cooler than guys, right? Is this all the third graders wanted to hear that? So, any CK joke is definitely getting overrated right now. It's so abusive. Like, I don't even like the guy. I have no I have no bias towards him, but like I just got tired of hearing his name. It takes like two or three people. That's really it. It doesn't even take like 10. Like when Donald Trump got elected, that week of open mics was literally the worst week you can do open mics because it was just the same shit. Everyone was depressed. Everyone saying the world just ended and shit. I'm like, dude, just do a joke. I really don't get that idea of like speaking in comedy. Just do your joke, get off. All right. No one here is waiting for your big political idea to like hit grassroots and fly off. Like, it's just do your jokes and leave. If you're scared about doing jokes, then don't do the joke and do another joke. That's it. You don't have to feel brave to do a joke. It's retarded. That's the only thing. It's retarded. Maybe I am good at Austin. Maybe I am ready for that because I just said retarded and tranny. So Joe Rogan, if you're watching this, this is comedy. Comedy is just for you. All of this shit is just for you nowadays. I did write two different reasons why. Two different ways to go. If I do good and kill Tony, if I get on and do good, if I fucking hit a home run like out the park, it will give me motion and status immediately. Or if I don't do good and if I don't get on, I just have to go do the traditional route. There's like the slow crawl, build up with reputation, and being funny undeniably, and create other forms of comedy, and just like really build my own, really build my own back, create my own back. I don't know, some expression there with back work off the back. off the muscle, some shit like that, and then get better at comedy like that. So it's two different routes. Don't have either or answer. I think like the biggest thing for me is just like finding a way to stay alive with money, because it was gonna be like a part time job, but like I hate the feeling of doing a part time job again. I wouldn't mind doing it now, but like it would be only because I have something else going on that's making me money, and I'm doing part time because it's easy, it's convenient, and it doesn't really kill my soul. I'll do part time and do mobile mechanic work at the same time until the money really starts flowing and shit. But other than that, I have no reason to continue doing a full time job. It's fucking hell. Only thing I'm gonna buy more is just gonna be this one tool, this one diagnostic device. It's like 1,000. It's like $1,100 or some shit, and I need that tool because that's gonna really separate me from like being average to being professional on the go and shit. Because it's really a great tool. If I get that, then I'll have a lot more confidence in saying like I do diagnostics, I do mobile mechanic work, and I will work for fleets or passenger vehicles, any type of vehicles at all. Because technically, I specialize in diesel, and diesel is my way to go. Shit I've seen online. So CK jokes have just been hitting and going. Greg Giraldo, Rose Flavor Flame. That shit was actually hilarious. I'm not a fan of roast comedy at all. I think it's actually gay. It's because like Tony Hinchcliffe is the face of it, and like anytime I think about like roasting now, it's Tony Hinchcliffe. I totally forgot like Jeff Ross and who's that other guy that looks like a turtle? Jeff Ross, I think is a big one. And like Greg Giraldo, he's dead now. I didn't know that at all. I didn't know Greg Giraldo died. I thought he just disappeared or some shit, or he went like a Dave Attell route. Didn't know he fucking. I didn't want to look up why he died or anything. It made me more sad because like I just started to like him. He fucking crushed it. It was like him with Cat Williams too. It was actually a great set of comedians, and I was genuinely surprised of how funny it was because it was really like off the cuff, something that wouldn't really fly today. Not even saying like everyone's snowflake and shit. It's like no, nobody would air this because nobody would get to market this at all. This is unmarketable. Nobody would support this. No sponsorships, no bias. I mean, no sponsorships, no advertisers, whatever. Greenlight it, and they'll lose money. Mate, technically everything's online, so they really won't lose money as long as people are watching and shit. So that is a little bit weirder, cause like back then you would have to rely on sponsorships and like the brand of the TV show and shit. But now everything's online, so you really don't need that. But people actually like pretend they need that even more. I guess. I don't know. Maybe you have to pay the venue. That's why you want to make your money back off of advertisers, and like you want to hire the comedians, so you have to pay them a buttload of money. I guess that reason too. But like, it's not really because the wokeness, not because like the language barrier or the language issues. It's just like overhead. Overhead is a lot more important than being woke. If you can really get that money back without being woke, or you make more money without being woke, I feel like people just go that direction instead of like actually trying to be woke, quote unquote, because they know they'll make. It's just money issues. I don't even know, man. I don't even know why I'm trying to explain business as if I'm successful in anything business related. Another thing I want to really try to get right now is a CNC machine. It's used to fabricate and like shape, cut. It's like 3D printing for sheet metal, wood, and other plastics too. But it's more like you start with a big block of something and then start shaving it down and cutting it down with a really good accuracy. It's not going to be as smooth off the CNC machine, but you're going to get a really good cut, a really good general way to start. And I'm trying to get that machine. It's a few $1,000s for a good machine, like a nice table size machine. Because I don't want to get a small one and then regret getting a small one because then I have to buy a bigger one. And like a small one's going to cost me like 800 anyways. So might as well like spend a lot in the beginning. So I've been looking at that, looking at on the Facebook Marketplace more than anything else because I'd rather just buy a used one and then just maintain it and keep it up and running. I'm not going to really use it a lot. I was thinking about like being or specializing in bodywork and fabrication because that's a really big market, and there's so much money in that. There's like insanely amount the what's the word, overhead or anything. The money it takes to make the tool or make the product and sell the product is a really big gap. You get like 300% back on it because you would have to shape a piece of metal, and that piece of metal maybe run you like $40, and you can sell it for like $800. Because if you can shape it properly and mimic the other piece, and you just paint it again and shit like that, painting maybe costs you like $30, $40 for a piece of metal that you're shaping, but like a fender piece that you can't buy, or instead of buying from the dealership, you make it yourself. You it's the same amount of quality because it's just metal at the end of the day. There's no like specialized metal or anything like. It's just regular 18 gauge or 16 gauge or whatever thing metal, and if you can shape it properly, and it comes out smooth and perfect, and it fits all the corners and creases, like you made a lot of money off that bitch. And that's all because fabrication is it's an art form. It's not just like, it's not a tap and it's not a easy thing to do because it is art. That's all it is. It's just art. If you know how to shape metal like it's paper, it becomes an art. And if you're really good at that, there's a lot of money there. A lot of money. You could sell like 3, 4 pieces and then make $5,000 at the end of the week just from shaping a few pieces of metal. And I'm saying that like it's easy. I haven't done any type of fabrication, and I would suck at it too, especially if it's like custom and you're not really following a rubric on the ideas and you're just trying to make a custom body piece. That's fucking hell. But I'm trying to learn that shit by buying that machine first, and then buying some rollers and stretchers and whatever fucking machine you use to, or benders. I don't know what the real names are for all these machines. I have them loaded in my cart, and I'm trying to keep it under $1,000 for all these tools I'm using. But if it goes over, it goes over, because there's no way to like mimic these ideas of like shaping metal. You need these weird fucking machines and shit to really get like an accurate fucking piece. Also been watching some Chris Angel and David Blaine beef, some magical beef. I didn't know at all like these guys. There's a magician beef, but it's all one sided. Chris Angel is more like a baby bitch to David Blaine, and it's like it's stupid and sad how like a magician can get mad at other magicians. He's like, you're not really doing the real thing. I'm the real magician, and the other guy doesn't give a fuck what he's saying. So David Blaine is a real magician, and then Chris Angel is kind of like the guy who's just like the sore loser. It's really strange because David Blaine turned from like magical street magic to like defying human being magic, and that was way more impressive than anything else anyone's ever done. And he's worked with people in professional fields as doctors, scientists, and psychologists, just to do some like stunt defying human pathology lot. I don't know. It's like staying by yourself for a few weeks or a couple weeks inside of ice. I don't know which one was the worst one he did. It was like hovered over London inside a box for a couple 40 days or some shit, 30 days, 40 days, a month and a half. And he said it was like the most eye-opening experience he's ever done as a human being. And he's learned more about himself than he ever has in his whole life by being in that box alone. And that's interesting because I would never think about that. I think that isolation would actually drive me insane. But for him, it was like a humbling and like eye opening and like a spiritual experience. So there has to be like a little bit more studying behind that. There has to be like a reason why it's important to do that, and why other people should consider doing that. But no one else wanted to follow up on that idea or some shit. Or maybe it's just like unethical to do for a human being, but he did it for that long, defying logic and I don't know, humanity in it, because he saw something beautiful at the end. And then Chris Angel just does stunt doubles and like prop magic, like camera magic. That's what he really does. He doesn't do any real magic. It's so sad to see like a fake, because magicians are already like, there is an illusion behind it. It's just fake magic, but to see like a magician actually be fake and be known as fake and still be a loser, like that's so sad to see. Like, you're a loser magician, but he's rich and famous, and like he got to fuck a whole bunch of bad bitches too. So like he was doing better than anything or any average dude was doing. But still, it's still sad to see a magician not be cool. I also wrote Austin is gay, sources say. That's because I saw like the Stabby guy, that fucking Greek meatball fucking motherfucker. He talked about how shitty Austin is with other comedians, professional comedians. And yeah, I have no fucking say in that. I am over here in DC, DC comedian, DC open micer. I'd have been like a show guy. And this is my wallpaper for right now. There's nothing else I could show you guys. I think it's hilarious. Um, I'm at like 25 minutes. This is gay. Let's find anything else. I could talk about the future. The future always is interesting. So, future wise, end of this week, maybe I get a truck up and running, maybe not. Um, get some new business cards. Probably get paid this week. I'm supposed to get paid this week. Supposed to get paid over this weekend too, but that shit. Just get new business cards. Get the truck up and running. That's only two big things, and then start setting up the truck as a work truck, not just as a show truck or anything. Setting up as a work truck, so getting it cleaned up, and then finding ways to bolt down a toolbox and store a whole bunch of things. And yeah, I think that's really it. Other than that, I've been AK. This is AK Talks Morning Show. Have a very classy day.